Hello, welcome to another video where we are going to showcase one of my teammates' battles again, Last Damnation from the UK. This is his matchup, Last Damnation. We got him from London's finest this cycle, and he's playing against Jan Joa, the Utrecht special event winner, which I shoutcasted, by the way. And this is the Catacomb Cup, or Catacomb Field, sorry. And this is somewhat... I'm not a fan of this meta, but there's a lot of neutral play in it, so I guess there's that. One of the most interesting picks I found about this meta is Pseudo Voodoo. It just puts a lot of pressure on bug types, even when you're not using it, because sometimes it performs a little bit mediocre, and without the Rock Throw, you're also so-so against Umbreon, but with Counter, you're so-so against Frostless, so that's a little bit how it works. On top of that, one of the picks I think it's the best here is Galvantula. Galvantula has a lot of neutral players. You see on both teams that there's not a lot of Pokemon that deal consistently well with the Galvantula other than a Rock Throw, Sudowoodo, and also Beedrill does pretty well. Let's take a look at the first battle here. The screens are a little bit small, but they're cut off like that, but they should be perfectly visible and fine quality other than that. This is a great lead for Last Damnation. In comes an Umbreon, as you can see on the right side, a little bit cut off there, and this is perfect. This is actually really perfect for Last Damnation because the Umbreon swaps in, so you don't throw on alignment, right? You don't throw 12 versus 12 turns, 4 Snarls, 3 Volt Switch, because the switch takes 1 turn. And that allows Last Damnation to throw that lunge before they even can get another Snarl in, which is just perfect. Not so much in this Umbreon matchup though, but because the opposing Umbreon is debuffed, those Last Resorts do even less than they already did, which means that Last Damnation can farm up a ton of energy here and just unleash that elsewhere. Let's take a look here. Yeah, as we can see, he's building up so much energy. I believe he's also running Dark Pulse. I'm not sure exactly which matchup you pick up by that with the Umbreon, because a lot of neutral matchups here. He's going over Hunt Energy as well, but that's fine. It's not like this Snarl does the size match anyway. Maybe it's for the Sudowoodo to two-shot that. I'm not sure what Dark Pulse picks up over Foul Play, because Samurott already is so bulky. Sorry, so fragile. But this Dark Pulse will do nice damage though. I think this does like 40%. Yeah, okay, maybe Dark Pulse does have a good point here. And Jonio actually not throwing just yet. Maybe Lost Cow, maybe just opts to use a shield here and have energy for the Galvantula. I don't hate that either. And Jonio not throwing before the next one, but good timing regardless. And now this Samurott has a lot of energy, which is scary. Really, really scary. Let's take a look. Galvantula comes back in. And Jonio are thrown the first Hydrate. This will do a lot of damage. And that makes Samurott actually, with energy, it makes it actually pretty threatening. This is not a great matchup for Samurott that will be coming in soon. But it's also not the worst. Also a shiny Beedrill, by the way, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And this is interesting because now Last Damnation just decides to stay in and just farm this down. If Jonio had shielded this, he likely would have swapped into his own Samurott and then just throw the Hydro Cannon. So interesting play there, going for that lunge to debuff this Samurott right away, and then your own Samurott can take a Mega Horn easily. Very, very well played from Last Damnation here. I think just kind of not very optimal team composition here from Jonioa, simply because that Galvantula lead was just so difficult to overcome, right? You're leading weak to Galvantula, and you're swapping something that takes super effective damage from lunge, which also debuffs, into that Galvantula. So that already sets you up for a tough battle. Let's call it that. On top of that, only the Beedrill really answered the Galvantula somewhat. So yeah, no Sudowoodo from Jonio, no Frostless that do better. Maybe even Jumpluff does better. I don't know the matchup too well, but Jumpluff doesn't have any fast move pressure. So let's take a look at battle number 2 here. Samurott into Frostless. Now, I used to think this is a good matchup for the Samurott, but I've been like scrimming with my teammates a little bit. I don't play a lot. I'm mostly bench warmer this season, but still helping out the team with like scrims. And this is not that great for Samurott because those Hydros just they don't one shot. Obviously, that would be too overpowered. But like you see, the Fury just don't do any damage, and the Shadow Ball from Frostless does so much damage to you, which makes me not like this matchup as much anymore. But you do pace very quickly with the Samus, so at least you have that going for you. I think Shadow Ball will take it out from here. And Last Damnation does decide to shield that. Maybe it does take you out, but I think barely. And yeah, since you pace so fast here, you might just outpace to the next Shadow Boy or Samurott. Samurott wins a lot of CMP because of its high attack stat. Looks like Jonio just lets that go. And we see his own Samurott coming in this time. Going for that Hydro Cannon bait. I love this. If you watch my stream, I say always bait. And is this going to work? It does work. Always bait. There's no Galvantula this time from Last Damnation. Trying to CMP on that Hydro Cannon, but unfortunately gets... yeah, loses CMP. But oh my goodness, this is perfect because he still gets the Hydro Cannon off. Right, you get some really valuable chip here. Now, what do you expect in the back? You can't bring your Sudowoodo into this, really. But this is looking really good for Last Damnation so far. One Dark Pulse should take it out from... should take out the Samurott from here. And then it really comes down to what is in the back. I think you can't really lose unless there's counter Sudowoodo against your Rock Throw Sudowoodo in the back. And in the back is an Umbreon. It's actually not optimal either. Throwing the Last Resort here. I'm not sure about that because you stall the clock by that. Let's take a look. Trying to catch another move at Last Resort, but fails to do so. And now Sudowoodo is going to take this energy. Sudowoodo is not the most bulky, and I think 3 foul plays with some Snarls will take it out. This is only Rock Throw Sudowoodo, so that means it doesn't do super effective fast move damage. You might not be able to even get to one move now because he stayed in for so long. Yeah, this is actually really bad for Last Damnation now. While he does have some energy on that Umbreon already, this is kind of a waste of the Sudowoodo here, but man, he's also much lower. Looks like Dex is going through that. He recorded this for me. Look, is going through Discord a lot. That's why you keep seeing that pop up here. And yeah, at this point, looks over for Last Damnation. I think if he swapped in that Sudowoodo a little bit early, you could have get more use out of it. Click the Dark Pulse really quickly, predicting Samurott coming in, but it's too late already. And that is game over. Yeah, that score is 1-1 right now. Very well played game from Jonioa there. A bit better alignment as well. No Galvantula from Last Damnation this time. Maybe that was the key to victory. Let's see if he brings it again this time. Instead, we see Samurott into Umbreon. This is pretty decent, but I believe, I'm not too sure. Umbreon does win some shield scenarios. I believe the zero shields is one of them. Let's see. First foul play coming in. I highly doubt that though. Maybe that's with Dark Pulse because 2 foul plays shouldn't take it out. This Mega Horn is going to do a lot of damage that you actually get this into Hydro Cannon range. Maybe it's the 1 shields that Umbreon wins if you land the Mega, if you shield the Mega Horn correctly. But look at this play from Last Damnation, catching that foul play resisted on the Skuntank, baiting out the Sudowoodo. This is huge. This is not a great matchup for Skuntank, but the crunch still adds up, so that's nice. But the potion jabs are resisted. As we see, it's a counter Sudowoodo, actually. It's a counter Sudowoodo. So that Sudowoodo doesn't do super well against Galvantula. But yeah, now it has some energy at all. Now it already has some energy, so let's see what Last Damnation is going to do. Probably farm down with the Galvantula, because that's more fast move pressure than that Samurott. Samurott cannot Fury Cutter this down. You were going to shield anyway, regardless. Let's see. We saw the Umbreon. We saw the Sudowoodo. There's no way there's something like a Samurott in the back, right? That is what we're kind of hoping for at this point. But it is the Frostlass and Last Damnation building up to almost 2 discharges. Jonio then makes a really good catch. Discharge catch. Undercharge a little bit. I think this Umbreon was 3 snarls off and actually faints with that move there. Let's see what he's going to do. Now going for the lunge. This might be your loose con if this gets no shoe because it's resisted and does do a lot of damage. But it does get shoe this time. Simply because Last Damnation doesn't bait a lot here. Let's see what he's going to do here. Yeah, does shield this up. And with those Volt switches, you might get this Frostlass into like discharge range. I'm actually curious about the timing of that swap out because you could have swapped out immediately, I think. Maybe with that Volt switch, hoping that this Frostlass gets it into Hydro Cannon range. Because now this Frostlass used his shield. And now you can actually land that discharge just fine. The Frostlass didn't even have a move yet. Discharge should do about 43%, I believe. So this might KO, might barely not. And it does KO. Very well played from Last Damnation there. That was not an easy match. Also interesting counter Sudowoodo, probably trying to counter the Rock Throw Sudowoodo from Last Damnation because it's a good matchup for counter Sudowoodo. But yeah, well played though, taking down the Utrecht special event winner. I remember it very well. It was a fantastic run by Janua, but this is Last Damnation's matchup to take. Hope you like this matchup. Thank you, Last Damnation, for submitting these battles, and see you in the next video.